this video, I am documenting the interactions between a landlord and a tenant. This is Keith O'Brien, expressly reserving all liberties, a man on the land, Nation, Georgia, Trustee, Georgia, on the County Floyd, next to the corporate city of Rome, a municipality. So, on December 15th, I contacted Sabrina and I introduced myself. I was very transparent and forthcoming, and I let her know that I was interested in renting a room from her. She didn't respond for 4 days, but I called her again, and when I reached her, she said she would call me back. And when we spoke, we agreed to a $100 a week lease agreement. And we reached an agreement that she would receive her payments every 2 weeks because I get paid every 2 weeks. So I made a counter offer and asked her if she would be interested in doing $350 for a whole month today only, and she actually agreed to it, but later on reneged on this agreement. She said, "Yes, that's fine. I'm out Christmas shopping at the moment. The plumber will be there today or tomorrow. I will get the agreement for you to sign when I get back." Of course, this did not happen this way because I did not receive a key nor a lease agreement for a couple of days because she kept coming up with excuses.
I'm still not done. Is she in the shop there?
We made an agreement that $350 for the whole month would be feasible for both of us, but that was only a limited time offer on my behalf. She said, "Yes, that's fine. I'm out Christmas shopping at the moment. The plumber will be there today or tomorrow. I will get the agreement for you to sign when I get back." And I said, "Okay, and a copy of key would be great. I work 2 till 10 today." So that documents right there that that's less time that I spent at the actual room that I'm renting. She said, "Yes, I will have a key made." "You all right?" I said, "Thank you." She said, "You're welcome." And then on Thursday, December 24th, she said, "I've been sick, so I haven't stopped by." Then she said, "Will your girlfriend be with you?" I said, "Sometimes, but really she just goes with me to work and when I leave." She says she just wants to make sure you understand that it's $100 per person, not per room. I said, "Okay, that's cool. It's just me. She lives near Eagle Park." She said, "Okay." I gave her noticed that somebody opened my door last night. And I said, it wasn't you, was it? I'm almost certain it wasn't Tanya, but the door was left open. The door was open and left open. She says, no, it was not me. Please put a lock on your door. And she says, will you check and see if Tanya is in her room? And then a couple days later, she was asking me for payment. And payment was not the issue on my behalf. My issue was that we still had not gotten a lease, even though on this date, Monday, December the 23rd, she said she would get me the lease. And 2 days later, she still had not gotten me a lease, but she was demanding payment. So I said, okay, I have the $350. Do you have the lease agreement drafted for acceptance and consideration? You can either text it or email it to me at email@keithobrianstocks.com, which is my professional Google Workspace email account. And then I further noticed 30-day month-to-month, or we can do a 6-month rental agreement. She said, no, I do not, because that's a business address. My agreement is week to week. I said, okay, well, is there any week to lease agreement that you can draft? I need something saying that I can be here and what we agreed on. There must be a contract, preferably a lease, that shows that we have a lawful agreement. That is my right and requirement to report on my taxes. I am an enrolled agent for the Internal Revenue Service, so I report all earnings and expenses on a 1099-A. I also require a receipt through Cash App. Although Cash App has its own financial statements, it's not the account I use to make business expense purchases from. But I do have Cash App Business. But yes, one, a lease agreement on the terms of my staying here and what you will provide for me, what is expected of me, and any other terms to be present to me. The lease. Also reference the toilet being repaired as well, and place the price that I'm required to pay, what day that is due, and what the late fee is, and how many days, etc. Outline the eviction process and your business or full legal name to make payments to, with proof of payment, Cash App, etc. that is required for rent payments. A receipt prepared for this payment. I'm about to send it now. And so she said I will provide you with the requested documents tomorrow. What is your schedule like tomorrow? I said, I work from 12 till 6. She says, okay, I'll come after 6. I said, okay, I will stop by before I go to my girl's home. At 10:38 a.m., she says, I have not received payment. And then at 11:33 a.m., I responded, did we not discuss the lease already? That includes payment. The lease is a bill. I always pay my bills. She says, okay, where can you start staying before you pay? And then she says, if concerned about a lease, you should have waited until you received the lease and rules before you started staying and asking for a key. I responded, well, we agreed to have the lease days before the date I told you I was moving in. And I stated, I have been holding the whole amount waiting on the lease before you changed the terms. But I still have the 100 and the 350. I was very clear in negotiations with you. You told me you would have met deadlines, but you were sick. I waited patiently. Well, She states, you should not have moved in until you signed it, and from my understanding, your girlfriend has been staying there as well. You also received a document from Tanya of the rules, so I need to receive a payment as soon as possible since you have already moved in without a signed agreement. My response was again, without a formal agreement, money will not exchange hands. This is my business. No, this is business and also my right. I defend my rights. As a tenant, we agreed upon a lease, and I expect it to be signed by both of us, and a receipt as payment is made at the same time. She states, what document do you have to say that you can stay? I see you gon' be a problem, but I'm gon' solve your problem right now. And your girlfriend been there every night, so make sure you pay her part. I responded, I have not even been there every night, so that is not a fact. I am not a problem. I am a man of my word. She is usually with me all the time, but she has a home and I can't live with her. I need a lease rental agreement for office space use. It doesn't have to be super legal jargon. It just make the document and get me a receipt. It takes 10 minutes to create both together. She states that I'm my own boss. I don't need any of your paragraphs to tell me how to run my shit. Give me my money. How long will it take you to get here once you get off? I stated, I'm on my way in 10 minutes. She states, okay, we waiting on you. How much longer will you be? I'm walking from my girl house now. It will be about 5 minutes. This is the lease that was presented to me, and I signed it, but she did not sign it. And it states that Sabrina Dennis is renting an office at 1401 North Broad Street to blank. Rent is $100 a week. Rentor is responsible for helping to keep the bathroom, front area, and kitchen area clean, as well as their office space. This is a place of business to keep visitors to a minimum. No overnight guests. No constant running in and out, especially after normal business hours between 6 and 6. Absolutely no smoking, drinking, or illegal drugs are permitted. Respect others when clients are in the building. No running in and out, and no visitors running in and out. Respect others and keep noise to a minimum. Do not go into other office spaces. So that part of the contract has been violated. Do not touch other people's belongings. That part has also been violated. No hanging out in front area of this place of business. Not a hangout spot.
But it is for her kids.
Now her children have been doing just this, and they're minors, so they're younger than the age of 18. But I observed that drinking of alcohol was taking place. So, and this was taking place in the same place that she is saying in this lease agreement that nobody is supposed to be hanging out. She further states, no dishes are to be left in the sink or on the counter. It says no fighting, cursing, disrespecting others in the building at any time. The doors need to be locked at 12. No one needs to be going in or out past 12 unless working. Visitors need to be permitted after 12 for any reason. So that's the lease agreement that was presented to me, and acceptance was made. And she once again is going back to saying, so your girlfriend will be staying as well? To which I respond, no, we are not even there, and she was not sleeping there because I was not sleeping there. I got in at 4 a.m. and was working on my websites. She was doing research. I heard all that happened, and I endured music all this morning and afternoon while I attempted to record quality content. I was not successful until around 5 p.m., so I laid all my records and left. I am well between the terms of the contract. To which she never responded to, but on Monday, the 30th, which is the next date, she responded that she received $200 for rent on Friday, 12th, 27th, 2024 for the weeks of 12th, 22nd, 2024, which is actually incorrect. I moved in on 12th, 23rd at 1 a.m. 2024. And she's stating from 12/22/2024 until 12/28/2024 and 12/29/2024 until 1/3/2025. She states that weekly rent will be due on Friday, the January the 3rd, 2025, which is not correct.
Come on.
Nor can it be correct. If there's any questions or concerns, please contact me via text or phone call. Thank you. To which I responded by creating. And 1 week from that would be the 30th. So the 6th
Should be when you're renting.
is the date that rent should be due, according to a $100 a week lease agreement, which is what we have. So as you can see, I did not respond emotionally, but rather I presented the facts. And I went to the calendar to dispel any misconception about the dates and my intentions. Furthermore, I went ahead and text to follow up that I moved in on December the 23rd at 1 a.m., a Monday. A week from that is Sunday. A week from that is another Sunday. More specifically, December the 23rd till December the 29th is 7 days. December 30th until January 6th is another calendar week. I don't know where you are getting your dates from, but it's void. Void meaning of no legal enforcement and of no effect, legally or otherwise. And she stated, "You helped Tanya with the room on Sunday." She's referring to before me moving my personal belongings into the room, I assisted another tenant who requested my service to help move a piece of furniture that was too heavy for her to move, that belonged to previous tenants that had not been stored in a better storing location. So I responded. She asked for help moving prior tenant's property so that I could bring my own property. That is not the same thing as moving in, though, and it was after midnight technically. She responds, "Was you there to eat pizza?" I responded, "That was 2 days after I moved in. What are you alluding to?" And it was, once again, Tanya asking me, another tenant, for assistance, to which I provided value at no cost. So I used my resources to go to Pizza Hut and pick up pizza for Tanya, another tenant that is staying at the same property and supposedly under the same rules. but she violates each rule that is expected to be adhered to by each tenant. And then she responds, dude, are you serious? You're really making this harder than it has to be. Then she says, what time will you be at the corner? The corner, she's referring to the office, which is 1401 North Broad Street. I responded, I did not plan on going in today, but I can if there is just cause and reasonable notice. And this is not either. Either rent is due in 2 calendar weeks from my move-in date of December 23rd, 2024, or this is a dispute for a judge to rule on. I am trying very hard not to sue, but it almost seems like you are baiting me. First, you give me all these rules and punish me for the quality of your previous tenants. I stayed in the first week with no working toilet. Other tenants have been inside of my rented space. My food left in the refrigerator was eaten, and I didn't say anything about it. She then responds, this is not going to work. You are homeless and needed to come in out the cold. Your girlfriend has been there just as much as you. I have witnesses if you want to sue. Let's get it on, mister, because I'm ready. Also, need to collect payment for the days your girlfriend has been there. I will no longer accept any rent from you. I don't take threats lightly. You will need to remove all of your belongings by January 5th. You are on a verbal week-to-week lease, which basically means that the previously agreed upon contract is being avoided by the landlord in this scenario. And then she goes on further to say, tomorrow I will get a restraining order. I feel threatened by you. And she should, because I am not the kind of person to allow my rights to be trespassed upon without compensation. So, on the days that she did this, I sought to AI, ChatGPT, for guidance on the rights that are owed to me that I felt might be in jeopardy of being breached and violated by the tenant in this situation. So I asked ChatGPT, I would like to request that you pay a landlord and protect yourself as a tenant. It's the best payment. Okay, so I was talking and the text did not come out the way that I spoke it, but this is the response that was generated by ChatGPT. To protect yourself as a tenant while paying a landlord, it is best to use a payment method that provides a clear record. Online transfers, checks, and payment platforms with tracking are great options. They create documentation of the amount, date, and purpose of the payment, which is useful in case of disputes. Do you have a specific situation you're dealing with? Yes, I'm saying got it. You're referring to a specific payment method starting with A, maybe something like ACH transfers or platforms like Apple Pay. Let me know so I can provide tailored advice. When I spoke again and it wasn't working right, but it stated that a platform such as, and then it said, a platform like Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App could work well. Just make sure it provides a transaction record and a note of payment purpose, like rent for December. This ensures clarity and protection. Do you already use any of these, or are you exploring options? I state I am using ChatGPT to make sure I protect myself in the event that I have to bring a legal action against landlords or any violation of my interest. ChatGPT goes on to state that is a smart move. Keeping everything well documented is key. Here's how you can protect yourself. Always pay rent through traceable means like bank transfers or payment apps with clear records. Keep all communication with your landlord in writing, email, or text to create a paper trail. If there are issues, document them with your photos, videos, and detailed notes. If your lease agreement is involved, make sure you have a copy and understand your rights under local tenant laws. Do you need help drafting a letter or organizing your records? So here I'm going to create a new prompt that I'm going to add to this. That's going to state, I would like assistance drafting a letter stating that my tenant rights have been continually violated by the landlord. Then I later stated, yes, I need help drafting the letters that outline the rights that are owed to me as a tenant and the references to the website. ChatGPT then states, I can help with that. To start, could you share which rights you're particularly concerned about, e.g. timely repairs, return of your deposit, protection against illegal eviction? Also, let me know your location or state, as tenant rights vary by jurisdiction. With this, I can help draft a clear and professional letter referencing specific laws and websites. For a clean and professional record page, you can structure it like this.
What happened next? Pull your shirt down. I can spy on people. You know about it. Sit there. Be still. Be still.
Stocks?
Yep.
Alrighty. So, sorry about the wait.
It's okay.
The blood work looks good.
Last name Nancy.
done too?
Mm-hmm.
Told you.
How long are you doing that?